So today's lesson is inverse proportion. If we just get our example, so your objectives, couldn't get my words out, to understand how to set up and solve a simple equation for inverse proportion, to apply logical thinking to solve more complex inverse proportion questions, and to evaluate inverse proportion in worded questions or with manipulation. So inverse proportion means as one value increases, the other decreases. On your whiteboards, can you think of any real-life examples of inverse proportion? So a couple of minutes, have a go at that. Okay. Share your answers and have a quick discussion about what you've come up with. Our Freire model then goes through our definition, characteristics, examples and non-examples. If you've got time, go back and copy this down. If not, we'll move on. So our examples, now you do need to get this copied down in your book, so pause the video here if you need to. Make sure everybody has this copied down. So I'm going to go through this. Y is inversely proportional to x when x is 20, y is 6. Write an equation connecting x and y. So unlike direct proportion, inverse proportion is written slightly different. We still have our y and our symbol, but it's 1 over x. So write an equation connecting y and x and y. So y is inversely proportional to x. Okay. Now we have to set that up in an equation. So our equation, we have y is equal to k over x. That's supposed to be a k. And we need to work out what k is. So we need to work out our constants. So let's substitute in our values. We've got when x is 20 and y is 6. So 6 is equal to kilolots of something over 20. So if we times up to get k is equal to 120. Now we can substitute that back into our equation, forming an equation between x and y. So we've got y is equal to 120 over x. And that's your equation connecting x and y using inverse proportion. So inverse proportion is 1 over the value. Right, Silver then, you need to use this in order to work out any missing value. So work out the value of y when x is 40. So we're starting off with our equation. We have y is equal to 120 over x. We're going to substitute in our value for x because that's what we were given to work out y. So y is equal to 120 divided by 40. And now we can just cancel this down. So you've got 12 divided by 4, which is 3. So when x is 40, y is equal to 3. And that's what you're going to have a go at doing now. So here are your trial questions. Pause the video, allow the pupils a chance to have a go at this. I'm going to go through these now. So y is inversely proportional to x. When x is 4, y is 7. Write an equation connecting x and y. So, why is it not working? Let's try this again. Y is, terrible symbol. Y is inversely proportional to x. So y equals k over x. Substitute in our values. Y is 7, so you've got 7 is equal to k over 4. And k then is equal to 28. So our equation, you have y is equal to 28 over x. Now you're going to use this for this question over here. So y equals 28 over x. You've been told that x is 2, so you need to work out y. So y is equal to 28 divided by 2, so y is equal to 14. So when x is equal to 2, y is equal to 14. So that's your bronze and silver examples and trials. Moving on to our gold example, again, pause the video if needed to make sure the pupils have a chance to copy it down. I'm going to go through this here. So y is inversely proportional to the square of x. So we're doing exactly what we did before, writing our equation. So y is inversely proportional, so 1 over, and this time it is the square of x, so it is x squared. When x is 2, y is 9. So let's form an equation. So going back to our bronze. So y is equal to k, can't write k for some reason, over x squared. Substitute in our values. So 9 is equal to k over 2 squared. So 9 times 2 squared. So 9 times 4 gives us 36. So k equals 36. So our equation, we've got y is equal to 36 over x squared. Work out the value of y when x is 6. So now we're going to substitute in our information. So y is equal to 36 divided by 6 squared. So y is equal to 36 divided by 36. So y is equal to 1 when x is 6. Okay. So nothing's changing about that except how you are writing your x. So if it was the square root of x, we would have the root symbol there. If it was the cube of x, we would have x cubed. That is all that is changing. So off to your tasks. You've got your bronze and silver. Then you've got your gold and your platinum. Okay? Diamond to follow and your answers. So off you go.